Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be doing a makeup skincare 101 video regarding color correcting. And today, as you can see in my dressing, I'm actually preparing for a Zoom meeting call. And what I want to do today is that I honestly don't want to apply a lot of makeup. I just want to do minimal, but I also don't want to look really tired. As you can see, my natural skin has a bit of shadows under the eyes. I do have pigmentation, I do have pimples and that kind of thing. So I'm going to be introducing these color correcting tips to you guys, featuring these products from Journ Beauty. They have different kind of color correctors that can basically, help you neutralize your areas of concerns, and they have skin loving benefits, which makes it great for you to, just color correct and put a little bit of concealer and you're good to go. So I'm just going to be talking through these products. Alright, essentially what color correcting is to use a color corrector, a colored color corrector that is the opposite of the color that exists on your face. For instance, if I have like a little bit of purple undertones, then you would use something like a orange color corrector, and that would neutralize and kind of play out the different colors so that when you apply anything above it, you won't see that shadow or cast that goes through. For instance, if you have a pimple which is red, you would want to use something like a green color corrector so that it neutralizes the color, as I mentioned. So we're going to start off with my primary area of concern, which is my under eyes, and basically this is the area that honestly shows the most. I am someone who doesn't sleep well on a regular basis, and that honestly creates a lot of shadow under my eye, which is unfortunate, but yeah, this is how I deal with it. I'm going to use Journ Beauty's color corrector in Kauai, which is an orangey shade. As you can see, it's really pigmented, which is great for a color corrector. That's pretty much what you want, and its formula is just super blendable. What I want to do is just apply a little bit under my eyes and smooth it out with a finger. You don't really want to tug too much. Initially it will look kind of crazy, but what I like to do is use a sponge to really blend it into the skin. So I'm just going to apply a little heavier for now, and then using a kind of dry sponge, I'm just going to press it into the skin. I really want this to stay for a full day because I do have back-to-back engagements, so I really just want to look pretty perfected. I sometimes take it on top of my lid as well because I do have dark shadows there. Color correcting basically initially will look real crazy, you guys can probably tell, but this honestly helps to minimize the amount of harmful makeup products that go on top of your skin, especially if you do have these skin concerns. You really want to emphasize on like skin loving ingredients first, and then correcting the areas that you have in terms of pigmentation before piling on a lot, and I find color correcting really helps in that area. Alright, next I'm going to be tackling the pimples that I have. I do have like a couple here, so I'm going to use Journ Beauty's Matcha color corrector, and side by side you can see it's obviously going to look really different, but they are super pigmented. These products are another level, and I'm not going to use too much because for me basically green isn't, I just have a couple of spots, so I don't really need to use that much, but you can see how pigmented that is, and it's amazing. Like, I've used it a couple of times and I find that it honestly helps with the redness of the pimples to not show through as much. And last but not least, I'm going to use the purple color corrector. I have a couple of shadow areas around my face, like around this chisel area, around the temples, and here as well, which naturally has just, your skin is never really one tone, and unfortunately I do have discoloration on that area due to sun damage and all that. I'm going to be using this purple color corrector from Journ Beauty, Alpenglow. It's the purple shade, and similarly so for the purple, I intend to be a little heavy-handed with it because I find that this really helps to, neutralize the darkness, which is these shadows. And like I mentioned, color correcting can look initially scary and pretty daunting, but once you apply a very light coating of your favorite concealer on top, everything will be really good. Alright, then quickly going in with the clean end of the sponge, I'm just gonna blend out a little bit of the purple shade. For the green, I tend to like to leave it pretty concentrated because when you start to blend your concealer on top, it will start to shift. Alright, and then very quickly, I'm just going to go in with like the lightest coverage foundation type product I have because I don't typically like to apply a lot of base. But I'm just going to apply a really thin layer of a BB cream, and yeah, I'll be back to report on the drastic color correcting difference. Right, and that's my makeup look all done, and I'm ready for a full day of meeting. And like you saw, I actually only applied the BB cream and I didn't apply concealer, and you can see everything has been neutralized and I do look a lot more fresh faced, which is the ideal intention and the result that I want from color correcting. So these color correctors from Journ Beauty honestly do the trick. And you see all my areas of concern, my under eyes, my pimples, my sallowness in the skin, all have been addressed based on these products. And I will say that these are not only just, you know, for cosmetic purposes, but they also have skin loving benefits, and it's really handy. Like, I would definitely pop this into my bag if we were allowed to go back to office and, you know, just do my makeup in the bathroom stall at my cubicle. It's just really handy. So yeah, thanks Journ Beauty for introducing these products to me, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two about color correcting. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.